Peace, 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 love, and light to all the American Aborigines. This is your brother Aboriginal Power. We're gonna get right into Surviving Polite Part Two. Make sure you share the live stream. Make sure you share the link. Appreciate everybody for tapping in. Let's get right into the audio so we can ride this thing out. Let's get it, man. Let's get the vibes up, man. We're gonna play one more song after this. Make sure y'all share the link, man. We're gonna get straight into the audio.
Yeah, we ain't a no pet, right? Won't come outside, he's scared. Probably deeper than a fucking potty. That don't matter. Cause I'm gonna spray this bitch out of everybody. I'm not a bitch, I do magic. Turn his whip into a bat. Take his life, he shouldn't have had. I'm quick, it's not just like my dad. I need a rule, she kinda sad. She let her go, she let you have it. Play you, let you try, you die. I'm cold as hell, but let off fire. Please don't try, cause you gon' die. And I don't wanna see your mama cry. Who won't smoke me? Who won't smoke me? Nigga, who won't smoke me? Who won't smoke me? Who won't smoke me? Who won't smoke me? Nigga, who won't smoke?
Last Sammy Jam, man. Share the link. It's your brother Trey Ali, man. We're gonna end it with this. We're gonna get straight to the audio. Share the link. Drop some fire emojis heavy in the chat. I want to see 30 family members dropping fire emojis in the chat right now. Let go.
You don't shut up.
A lot of niggas died 1865. Single Michael fled high, I ain't gon' let it ride. Everybody hot and black was never on your side. They do maps to tell your apps where you sleep at night. They put that white man on. Got you begging them for answers like that white man know. Had you swearing you was African, that's that white man home. Had you proud to be a savage, that's that white man's zone. And I ain't talking shit, this my definition. If being savage was our nature, y'all be non-existent. We done took your ass out when we was in them kitchens. Instead of showing you how to live and how to maintain business. White supremacy fake. Only way that shit real is if you do what they say. We the guards of the gate. So when they say they fear God, now you know what they mean. Shoot some, move some, shoot some, move some. Put us in the same room, he gon' go down. Hit a nigga with that boom, he gon' go down. Shoot some, move some, shoot some.
Say it with me, y'all.
Put us in the same room, he gon' go down. Hit a nigga with that boom, he gon' go down. Every day my niggas dying, they don't know the truth. How the hell you close to God, we don't know it's you. Yo, how the hell you supposed to survive, we don't know the shoot. He should've died, you let him slide, cause he look just like you. I tried to tell him all skin ain't kin. Everybody ain't your partner, everybody ain't your friend. How the hell they supposed to help when they the ones that put you in? They don't struggle how we struggle, they can't get it how we live.
Can't be scared to die when you already dead.
Either way, your life is safe no matter how you play it. My higher self said we should choose remain godly.
My Lord wants these motherfucking bodies.
Infiltrate they circles like a motherfucking Audi. Take them to the south and put them down like OG Bobby. They don't want equality in this club, they want these problems. Killers right beside me, slam full of chicken mockers. Shoot some, move some, shoot some, move some. Put us in the same room, he gon' go down. Hit a nigga with that boom, he gon' go down. Shoot some, move some, shoot some, move some. Put us in the same room, he gon' go down.
Hit a nigga with that boom, he gon' go down. Hey, shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Shout out to everybody, man. Peace to the real ones. Peace and love to everybody out there. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure y'all hit that like button. It's your brother Aboriginal Power, man. We'll get straight into the audio. Let's get straight into this audio. Let's get straight into it. Before we get into the part two, I'm gonna give a Lincoln.
And I'm
gonna give a Lincoln video just to link it all together beforehand. We'll get to that right now. Let's go to the beginning of this video. Y'all drop some fire emojis in the chat if y'all can see everything loud and clear and hear everything loud and clear. Want to make sure everything is good on the visual ends. Drop some fire emojis. Let's start the video.
So did he scam Crypto Roots?
I don't even know
who is that.
Listen.
Yes.
So did he scam Crypto?
The brother calling in said, "Did you scam Crypto Roots?" Which is the video guy we've been saying who been showing all the receipts. The guy that Polight been scamming so easily and had him with driving and shit like that. Polight out of his mouth said he don't even know who that is. Listen.
Yes.
So did he scam Crypto Roots?
I don't even know
who is that. Who is that, brother? We ain't calling nobody names on this platform. We ain't calling nobody names, brother.
Yeah, I saw it. Yes, it was a video. Crypto Roots. He said Polight scam.
I just said, brother, we ain't calling no names, brother.
That's what you came in to do. I don't even know what that is.
You know what that is. Stop lying, man. You a scammer, man.
All right, brother. All right.
Yeah, gangster. All right, brother. All right, gangster.
All right, we moving forward. Let's go, y'all. Let's go. Get these callers in. Let's get it in.
He sit there and told a lie. Y'all watch this.
I'm not turning the show
until people owe the explanation of why the crypto course isn't happening. And the real reason is because Polight owes me over 100 grand. He owes me a lot of money. And he hasn't barely paid me anything. And the money I gave him was from my father's life insurance. I was sleeping on the beach and my father died from a heart attack. And I didn't know I was getting money. I got some life insurance money. And I was just going to travel and do my thing. But I was following Brother Polight for years, and I considered him my master teacher. I really, really trusted this dude with all my heart. And so as soon as I got paid, I hit him up for the mentorship. And, immediately, since I live in Hawaii, the banks are the same. Immediately, I was sending them money. I wasn't sending him money directly. It was other people. And because I had to send him money so often, we ended up kind of talking and being cool. And then he offered for me to come to LA to buy a condo and to rent that out. So I trusted him, you know, and I went to LA, and it ended up being a really, he used was a lot, you know, meeting
But now, mind you, Polight said he don't know him. Never seen him, never been around him, don't know him. Now look.
my master teacher.
Peace to the family. Hope this is making sense. Oh. Peace to the family. Yeah, word. So we out here about to talk to you about cryptocurrency, insurance, so forth and so on. And I'm one of my mentees. What happened, baby? Are we now doing our video? We're doing several. We just got off of Facebook. Now we doing YouTube. I ain't have my YouTube woman here, so I had to level up. It'd have been a beautiful day for you to be here, so you could do this YouTube, so then I can get on Instagram. I told you what I was doing. I told you we was over by the Grove section first, doing our thing, by where Valet is before everything opened up. Put peace to the family. Hold this real quick. Deal with them about crypto real quick. I'm coming right now.
Yo, aloha, Crypto Roots on YouTube.
But he don't know the nigga, but he just gave he just gave the nigga Crypto Roots his phone. And look at the car that Crypto Roots paid for. They never even got to drive in the background. That's the exotic vehicle that the brother bought back here. This is it.
Follow me, Crypto Roots on YouTube. And we want to talk about the era of decentralization, the Web 3.0, ownership of all your data, monetizing your data, and just being fully aware, being an early adopter, understanding the fundamentals of cryptocurrency, and understanding that Bitcoin is the new standard world currency. And you know, you want to accumulate as much as you can in the early days so that you profit the most. It's the same thing when people were having 2,000 Bitcoin back when it started, just to watch an online video. It cost 2,500 Bitcoin. Just so happens that the market goes.
So y'all seen that the brother Polight just told y'all flat out lie. He said he didn't know the brother, but standing right there with the brother. That's some slimy snake shit. If I ain't never seen it, you know what I'm saying? That's some slimy snake shit. You know what I mean? So we're gonna get right back into the second video that we had lined up for you guys.
They were like, you.
We did have a video lined up, the part 2, surviving Polight. Make sure y'all drop some fire emojis. So we just want to point out the contradictions. Like I said, this video on surviving Polight is pretty much giving your own understanding to who Polight is, and then you can make your judgment to whether or not he's guilty of this case that he's been recently charged with now. So let's get right into the audio and video of surviving Polight. Let's go.
You what? Oh my God. You know, we were gonna, you should have got kicked out last night because someone was supposed to show up at the exact same time, but you're lucky that they didn't show up. They missed the flight. And I had to I paid for the room. I paid for it. I'm like, and then I'm telling like Polight, I'm getting low on money. Can you reimburse me? And then Polite's like, oh, you know, something about your.
I dropped some fire emojis in the chat right now if y'all can hear it loud and clear. I want to make sure y'all can hear this loud and clear. Drop some fire emojis.
Trust needs to be upgraded. And
to the live stream.
All right, just put it towards the trust, man. Like, you know, put it towards the trust. And so I paid for his.
Excuse me about the audio being low. It's kind of low right now.
Place to stay. And I'm thinking, he's like, oh, bro, you didn't have to do that. You didn't have to do that. I could have found a place to stay. And I'm thinking like, well, then why would you call me if, you know what I'm saying? So I really, really looked out for him. And he kept saying I had to pay more money for the trust because he didn't realize how much money I was going to be making. So I had to keep paying more money to upgrade the trust because I'm going to be making so much more money. So that's all the time I got now. And so that's part 2. I got to
You know what I'm saying? That's part 2. Aloha. Peace.
All right, so this is where we left off yesterday with the video. So let's continue it.
What up, YouTube? This is Crypto Roots, and apparently my videos have, you know, people have a lot of things to say about it. So first and foremost, I want to say I absolutely take full responsibility of my actions. And that's one of the first things I told Polight. I was like, I blame myself for trusting you. You know, I'm just mature enough and spiritually grown enough to understand that I made my own decisions, and I trusted him. So, and the only reason I'm coming out, you know what I'm saying, is because it's not to really promote my channel or it really had nothing to do with that. It's just I have to warn other people who trust Polight the way I trust the Polight, and who just trust Polight with their money, whether it be a little bit or a lot of money. This is for them. Now, for people who are hating on me, people who are saying I'm stupid, I'm dumb, like those are thoughts that already were eating me alive. Like, how could you do this? Like, how? So to try to throw, it's already done. Like you haven't even heard the full story yet. You know what I'm saying? So you don't even know like what's happening. And so yeah, I made a mistake, and I take full responsibility. And I've made different decisions, and you know what I'm saying. So, and I don't continue to. I'm not trying to milk this out whatsoever. There's just things I need to get off my chest, get off my mind, and then I'm done. Like I'm back to the crypto. I'm back hustling, crypto grinding, and it is what it is. So now I just got a bunch of things. I can't sleep. Like this shit is just is killing me. So whenever I was sending money to Polight, he was like, yo, send me a pic, send me proof, like send me a pic that you just sent it. So I'm always literally taking pics. Oh, by the way, all receipts. Just these alone, this one right here, I mean, literally, just Western Union, show them the Western Union. I'm not even in the names, Western Union. All just endless amounts of receipts. I didn't even want to pull them out because it's windy up here.
Let's get these likes up, fam. Let's get these likes up. We got 66 in the chat. Let's get the likes up, man. Let's get right into it. Sorry about the audio being so low, but let's continue.
And you know what I'm saying? I don't got time to show the names. I don't got time to show the amounts or the dates. It's all right here. Like it's all right here. Western Union, you know what I'm saying? All there. Facts. And Polight's got all the texts because I sent this money to him. So with that being said, he's always having me to send him proof. But when it comes to him sending me checks, I can never get a picture. I can never, and then apparently that check got lost in the mail. That was the first check. It was for $2,000 for basketball tickets. I'm gonna get into that later. And I'm like, yo, man, like.
And mind you, this guy is a good guy, man. He's just a typical guy. I've seen people like this. There's people that donate to my channel that's like this. You know what I mean? That's just a good guy. I would never take advantage of someone like this. To see somebody to take advantage of a good guy like that to the point where they stressed them and scammed them to over 150,000, stressed this guy to death, literally. Like his guy was stressed out so much trying to get his money from Polight, he died of an asthma / heart attack, and it's very sad. His brother never got justice nor received any payment back. They invested into Polight's fake business. So, man, rest in peace to Crypto Roots. Let's let them continue to expose Polight for the scammer he is.
It's not coming up in the mail. Can you please get a tracking number for me? And he's like, all right. I'm gonna do that. And this is why I'm driving him and Amanet around. And you know, so that was. I didn't piece everything together because I trusted this man. I really feel like he would not allow another man to drive and
Yeah, the
spend
brother
time around
passed
his
away
family's
like a couple months
family
ago. You know what I mean?
and
Stressed
not
out,
look
trying to
out
get
for
his money
him
from Polight and
like a
stuff. So
brother that
yeah,
he
this
called
brother
me.
passed away a
You know what
couple
I'm
months
saying?
ago, a few
I'm
months
not
ago.
saying nothing that didn't happen. This is the absolute truth. So now the way now as far as allegations and as far as other people coming out,
See, I shared
what
the live
Polight
stream.
does
Sorry.
is he switches in and out of.
See,
So
I shared the live stream.
now the way now as far as allegations and as far as other people coming out, what Polight does is he switches in and out of personality modes. I come to find out this dude's a fucking sociopath. Like, I'll get into that later. Now, he has a certain aggression to him. I don't know if you've seen, and got this kind of like, and then he'll be like, "Oh, spiritual master." So whenever I mentioned something or let him like brought it up, he would be like, "I already told you, G. I already told you. We already discussed it." And I'm like, "I'm not quite sure. Like, I wouldn't be asking you if I was sure, because there's so many different things now. I'm balancing all these different things in these investments." And so I felt almost intimidated to confront him while I was with him. And he has this thing with you've seen this video. I don't have any doubters around me. I don't surround myself with doubters. I don't surround myself with doubters. So this is, and I'm like, damn, man, like, I'm not trying to doubt you. Like, he would bring that up. Like, I don't even need you. I don't need you around me. Why, you just, and I'm like, bro, I'm not trying. We had to talk.
That nigga Polight using reverse psychology on him. You know what I mean? Making it seem like he the one doing something wrong. Knowing that dude is a fan, he's in all of Polight.
Man,
You know
like,
what I
I'm
mean?
not
That's
trying to
weird.
doubt you, bro, but like, I
Polight is
need
a fucking
something, like
sicko.
I need something. So not until later I realized that was a ploy to keep himself safe. Is by like letting people know I don't keep doubters around me. I don't keep people who doubt me. You know. So I felt at first like, damn, like, I'm not trying to doubt this dude. I'm not trying to second. You know what I'm saying? So that I felt was an intimidation technique to get me to kind of like back off. You know what I'm saying? Of asking him, where's my money? You know what I'm saying? So he trusted me because I never said anything and I minded my own business. So he started having more personal conversations around me and more personal things. And because I act like it didn't exist, I just shut up and drove. So during one of his conversations with someone, I'm not sure who it was, he's going back into his history about being in the Crips, being a Crip superior and the gangs. And he's still claiming Crip. Like,
man, that nigga done scared this dude to the hell. Polight ain't no damn Crip. Polight ain't no damn Crip. That's fake. He done scared this poor boy to just giving up all his money, man. This is sad. He literally scammed his brother to death. Rest in peace, Crypto Roots. Polight, you scammed this brother to death, bro. You got to pay for this.
And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm sitting in the car, like, this dude's still claiming Crip, like, and I guess, all right, like, I'm like, hasn't he grown through enough success and spiritually to like kind of like leave that all behind?
What you said on Monty Bay, I agree with that, brother.
You know, and he told me, oh, the only people I still love in life are gangbangers, but I can't surround myself with them. And I'm like, I get that. And then I hear him still claiming low, like, and I'm like, damn, like, why? I don't want to be surrounded or attached in any way to someone who's claiming any type of gang like affiliation whatsoever, whether he does it publicly or behind the scenes. I don't want nothing to do with it if he's still claiming Loke, like. And that was like, fuck, that was like a big thing of thinking like, damn, no, he's just still keeping it real. Like, he's just, but like, and I'm thinking, Polight's just got this nigga side every now and then, just behind camera. He's just got this nigga side that I guess.
That nigga's a gang banging, Hennessy drinking, weed smoking, pork rind eating Crip. That shit sad.
He just doesn't really show on camera that much, or at all. Now, sorry, let me get a sip of water.
Share the live stream, y'all. Share the live stream. Now, appreciate you, Long Me More.
Me and Aminette started being cool.
Love Me More.
I was driving her around. She was pregnant.
Hit the like button.
And I'm not cool. Now, throughout this whole experience, me and Aminette started being cool. I was driving her around. She was pregnant. And I'm not gonna lie, I really felt a genuine connection, like friendship connection with Amanette. Like I felt that she cared for me. You know, and you know, so Amanette's texting me, Polite's texting me. It's on the regular now. And sometimes Polite's calling me from her phone. Sometimes she's calling my phone to get a hold of Polite. So I feel at this point, in some ways, it's safe enough to just kind of express myself to Amanette. And there was several times where I kind of hinted at me feeling uncomfortable, or they were about to go out to dinner. I had to drop off some money, and they could see that I'm really uncomfortable. They could see it was eating me alive. And Polite's like, yo, don't be bringing no stress around my wife. She's conceiving. Don't bring stress around my conceiving wife. He got aggressive, and then at first, and then he's like, yo, I'm just worried about my wife. I'm worried about the well-being of my child, and I just don't want her stressing. She cares about you, bro. She really cares about you, and I just don't want her stressing. So just don't bring any type of stress to Amanette about anything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel like, at the end of the day, dude ain't even a violent guy. So even if it came down to violence, he would avoid it. He just wanted his money back. He really looked up to Polite. You feel what I'm saying? And he thought Polite was a genuine dude, his master teacher. He was gonna let him tutor him, put him up under his wings, teach him things. And dude was a total scam. That's sad.
I'm saying, if you have something that's on your mind, ask me, come to me directly. So I said, all right, I apologize, bro. I totally respect that. I totally respect that. One day, I'm trying to pick up Polite. We got to drop Nina off at the airport. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to balance so much stuff. This dude's trying to balance so much stuff. And I got to pick up Nina. Amanette calls him. Oh, Amanette calls me. And like, where's Polite? And I told him, oh, Polite's with Nina. And then Polite finds out. He's like, why'd you tell her that? Why'd you tell her that? And I'm like, bro, what? I didn't know. Like, I wasn't supposed to lie to your wife. He's like, no, I wasn't with Nina. And I'm thinking, like, yeah, you totally fucking are. And then so I pick up Polite, and then Amanette calls him, and then she just starts yelling at Polite, like, over how he's spending more time with Nina at the on Das hotels that I was paying for, and
That he was paying for.
so this dude loses his fucking shit on Amanette. I kid you not, because I got out of the car. We had to pull into the gas station. I had to get out of the car, and you could hear he just no, like a child, like having a tantrum, like no, that's not true, like no, like screaming at him. I'm thinking, whoa, I don't think he know I heard, but it's the whole gas station I'm paying. I heard that shit. I'm like, wow, like I was shocked, like he was screaming at Amanette like that. And I get back in the car, and I didn't say nothing. I act like nothing happened. So I'm thinking, why would you tell me not to? I'm barely making small comments about like not feeling, and he's yelling at his conceiving wife, screaming. So that was like, whoa, totally came out of nowhere, caught me off guard. There was another time where Polite was trying to purchase basketball tickets, and for some reason, he bought tickets, but it didn't work out, couldn't confirm refund. So he's on the phone with the customer service people, loses his shit. Fuck you, god damn it. He just screams because apparently he lost out on
Polite went back into a nigga mode, did he? He said, fuck you. You let me pay for my tickets. That nigga was sad. Look at him telling the truth about Polite. Y'all getting a real first-hand experience from Polite as he is as a manipulator, as a scammer, and as a liar. You're getting a first-hand experience from the brother Crypto Roots. That's who you listening to. Who this brother was scammed out of $150,000 over the course of maybe a year, hanging and chilling and dealing with Polite. And the brother ended up dying, stressed himself out, and never received any money fighting, going to court, trying to get money from Polite. He actually died of a heart attack and an asthma attack.
Just within that moment of him purchasing tickets or something like that, and couldn't get refunded. And so I'm seeing this man like several times absolutely berserk lose his shit. And I'm thinking, damn, like I've kind of grown out of that stage in my life. Like I've kind of grown out of really kind of like losing my shit on people. You know what I'm saying? Spiritually, I kind of, and to see my spiritual master totally like not totally lose his shit. I wouldn't say all the time, because he either says very little when he's angry, or he's just goes off like, oh, and that's rare, like, and I saw it like 3 or 4 different times, and it happened to me 3 different times. So
And before we move farther, man, I want y'all to hit the like button. We got 102 in here listening. We got 102, 106. Make sure y'all share the live stream. Make a post on your social media. Get this information out there. Let's get it out there, man. Surviving Polite episode part 2. Share it around on all your social media outlets. I appreciate that. For those that's in here, let's get these likes up. If we can get a couple more likes, that'll be beautiful. I appreciate that. Let's go.
now, let me get into it. Now, here's the thing. When I met, I reunited with my ex-girlfriend out in LA. It's been 10 years since we saw each other. I hit her up, and we still miss each other. We still love each other. We started hanging out. And then I told her about Brother Polight, and because I was about real estate and everything. And then I showed her, she was like, wow, like, oh, wow, cool. Like, and then I told her, like, yo, Polight's kind of doing me dirty right now. He's kind of doing me dirty. He's not really paying me. And I'm just stressed out. I have to drive everywhere. And then he's like angry at me. And I'm showing her the texts. And then it just so happens that Polight calls me when I'm with her, and then starts going on the phone and asking me and talking to me about things. And I'm like, hang up the phone. I'm like, tell her, like, yo, what's up? And she literally asked me, yo, you think he likes you? He kind of sounds like he actually like likes you, like more than just like. And I'm like, nah, no way, bro. He's got like 3 wives, no way. She was just like, all right, I guess, And I was like, and in the back of my mind, I'm thinking like, damn, I'm kind of feeling like the submissive person in this whole situation. So I had to. Money issues got tight and things, so I had to hit up my ex in Maui, because I still have good relationships with my ex-girlfriends. And so I hit her up, and I let her know what was going on, and Brother Polight, and I'm out, and I'm at LA, and she's like, oh, I missed you. I hope you're doing
Support
well.
the channel too, man. Shout out to Mikey in the chat. Support the channel. I'm gonna pin the cash out link, man. Support the channel. Let's go.
I let her know what was going on. She was like, what you gave? And I'm like, yeah, I don't know. I'm working on getting the trust and purchasing the condo. And I told her like what was happening and how Polight was like going off and yelling at me and then apologizing, being nice. And she asked me, like, he sounds like he likes you. Like actually like really likes you.
Remember, he kept saying, I don't keep dudes around me, G. I don't got dudes around me, G. I only gonna let you around me, G. He treated her like how he do his women. Polight actually was allegedly, possibly fallen in love and actually had a crush on this guy. And he thought this guy did too.
Listen. I'm like, guys, and being nice. And she asked me, like, he sounds like he likes you. Like actually like really likes you. And I'm like, you're the second woman that said that. I'm like, nah, no way.
Man, he's just a nice guy. You feel me? He looked up to somebody. And I can understand that, because there's people that hit me up on the same type time, but I would never take advantage of them. I let them know I'm just a regular guy. You feel me? I ain't nothing special. You feel me? We all special together. You feel me? So yeah, they literally finesse him. Dude died trying to get his money back. He just died a couple months ago. Stressed himself out to death after being scammed over $150,000, thinking he was going to invest in shit, and never got anything out of it besides talk shit to by Polight. And so the brother pretty much died stressing himself, died of a heart attack and an asthma attack a couple months ago. Still fighting this case with Polight.
Right? So ended up fast forward, I go to and this is later. So I go to Mexico. I meet my current girl, and I'm telling her she was going through a hard time, and that's how we met. And I went through a hard time. We're just like open up our hearts to each other. And then I told her about Brother Polight. And then I told him what I was going through. And the first thing she said is like, it sounds like he's breadcrumbing you. And I was like, what's breadcrumbing? And she was like, oh, it's like when ex-boyfriends like try to stay in touch with their ex-girlfriends, or just check in, or just give enough to pull them in, to make sure that they're still around, that they're still there. And I'm like, fuck, like, because I tried to give up. I tried to disconnect myself with Polight after I wanted the hotel room where I felt like I wanted to die. And he kept getting angry at me, apologizing. It's all good, G. And while I was hanging out with him, he kept saying, I don't hang around with dudes. I don't hang around with dudes. I don't hang around with dudes. But I like hanging out with you, bro. Like, I like hanging out with you. Like, you're into different things I'm into that other people just aren't into. And he's just like telling me about the problems with his wives, and just like how, and then he told me about Victoria, and he was just like, she was giving me so much trouble. He was telling me about like, and I was just like, damn. He's like, yeah, I'm breaking up with, he's like, it's crazy because as I'm ready to break up with another woman, you come in. And I'm thinking, he's like, man, he's like, I'm not gonna fight it or what the universe, but there's a reason you came into my life,
Like want to have sex with him on some real rap type shit, man. I done heard it all. Run, Crypto. He was gonna get you.
And I'm just sitting there just like humble, like just or whatever, just I appreciate it. And so he would constantly tell me like, I don't hang around with dudes. And when he got angry at me and I would like try to speak up, he'd be like, bruh, that I ain't homosexual. And you texting me too much. And he would bring, and then after I left to Mexico, he was just like, I want my money back, Polight, da da da. Oh, you acting emotional. You acting emotional, bro. You acting emotional. And I'm like, bro, I want my money. I'm confused. Like, oh, and I'm like, how's being confused emotion? Oh, it's an emotion. So he kept saying I'm an emotional, bro. He's like, I did your natal, like he did my astrology and shit, and he's just like, you're emotional. Or he would call me acting homosexual by trying to confront him and trying to talk and trying to fight back. And I'm thinking, it got so bad. I'm thinking in my head, like, why would you stay in touch with someone? Because he's still hitting me up. He still wants to do business. Like, I haven't talked about the condo yet and how that shit went down. I haven't talked about the crypto course yet. You know what I'm saying? That's still a whole nother thing. So this is after I'm in Mexico. I'm trying to get my money back. I'm texting Polight, and there's a difference. Like, he could have just ignored my calls and just been, but he actually would call me and promise me money, check me in, and say, all right, you all right, G. And I'm just like, when I'm ready to give up, when I'm ready to die, he still gives me hope. Like, I'm about to get my money back. Like, oh, it's all, I got another check on the way, and he'll present another opportunity. So we'll get into the crypto course later. So that got me so angry. He would hint that I'm being homosexual or trying to be homosexual to him. And I had to beat him every time. I had to beat him. Like, literally, no homo. Like, I want my money back. I want to leave you alone. I don't want to talk with you. I just want to cut ties with you peacefully. I said, I don't want to fight, bro. I don't want to fight. I just want to cut ties. I just want my bread back. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't a great experience. This mentorship really was a very devastating experience. I didn't learn much. I have no proof of anything. And so I had to beat him to the punch so much that Polight was like, yo, I ain't on that kind of vibe with you no more, G. Because I kept saying no homo, and I paused after everything. And I haven't told you about the Texas trip. So I haven't told you about the condo experience, what that happened. I haven't told you about the crypto course and how that all went down, the real shit behind that. And I haven't told you about the Texas trip. But 3 different women asked me personally, asked me sincerely, do you think Polight is actually into you? And I got to a point where I'm like, even he may not know that. He may not even know that he's that, but he's actually telling me, calling me, checking in on me, trying to promise me to send me money. And you know what I'm saying, keep saying no homo. And I had at this point, I'm like, yo, if you got to play a bitch role, play a bitch. And I got angry. I'm like, fuck Polight. I'll just submit. And he's like, submit. And I'm like, fuck, this dude is on a whole nother level. He's treating me like a female. He's treating me like one of his wives or something, but less than his wife because I'm a man. but still telling me about all the problems he's dealing with his wives, personally alone. Sorry, man. I'm kind of mouth. I smoke a little weed. All right. All right. So, 1 second. This shit's deep, yo. So, the condo thing. Now, like I said, I came out to LA because he said buy a condo. Fast forward through everything. Ra'et's bugging him about the condo because she's supposed to be my co-signer. And he's like, Ra'et, don't worry about it. Ra'et makes $10K a month. As long as they see that, you're good. I was like, I don't have work history, bro. Like, I don't have the bank statements to back that up. Like, and he's like, oh, Ra'et has that. She has that. And come to find out, he's like, we're going to lease an apartment. I had to go and find out that he's like, yo, see how much they cost for a lease. He mentioned nothing about a lease. I'm like, wow. Like, if I would have known, if he said, yo, would you like to lease an apartment in LA? I probably would have said, no, I'm good. I'd rather go to Asia or do my thing. But the fact that he said buy a condo, I'm thinking trust, like actually own my first real estate property and like make money, you know what I'm saying? That's the motivation. But now I come to find out where I actually have to go and look at the condos by myself at first, because he said he would come along with me, that we're leasing.
Yeah, that nigga named Gay Man Polight. So y'all heard this shit that Polight is doing to him? Now, mind you, he's doing this with no regard, no regret, no disdain or nothing, no remorse whatsoever.
All right, figure out how much the lease is. So at this point,
and this brother literally died from Polight scamming him. That's the crazy part. Over $150,000 this brother got scammed. He was already living in this car before he got his money from his daddy. And the money that Polight scammed from him is money that this brother received from his father dying. Oh, man.
I'm gonna lease the shit because it's like you can make bread. I've been leasing this and I've been leasing that nonstop. This is what I do. So come to find out that I'll be leasing the apartment. So we checked several different luxury condos out, and it shows me the apartment where he used to live to with him and his wives, back when Ashley was in the picture. And then Nina's checking out a spot. I'm thinking Nina's about to get a spot, and because she's checking out a room for her, I'm thinking like, damn, he's about to have Nina and me live out in LA, and we're gonna do business and work, music, and do shit together. Now, he didn't know anything about crypto. He knew nothing. I mentioned nothing about cryptocurrency to this dude. He knew, and he even said, the only reason I like having you around is because you have you have no ulterior motives. I can see that you actually are who you say you are. Everybody who wants to try to deal with me is always trying to.
He can see that he was genuine, really liked him, and that he was a square. He wasn't even looking for no scam, swindles, or persuading. He was looking at it from a clear lens. Polight knew dude was green. That's why he told him all that shit.
Promote something or wants me to like approve something, or you know what I'm saying, or trying to get some sort of money out of me that they don't deserve. And he's like, so that's why I feel you're a genuine guy, and I actually like having you around. So we go check out. So me and Nina go look at the condos one day. He's sitting there just doing his thing, and I'm just kind of like waiting him and Nina, and I'm like, yo, Polight, like, if I don't know how much you know about cryptocurrency, but I know how to monetize my laptop 5 different ways just from being on. And he was like, you what? And I was like, yeah, I do. And then I told him how, and he was like, whoa, he was just like blown away. And then I was telling him as I'm filling out the application, the lease application, I'm telling him about cryptocurrency and crypto kitties. I'm telling him virtual real estate, and he was just like, wow, gee, like blown away. He's like, I knew something like that was around the corner. And so the story gets thicker is because I ended up paying $500 for a deposit for that application fee.
Mind you, he paid $17,000 for the condo already. He's finally just now getting the lease for 5 months down the line. I'm gonna give y'all a touch up. After he signed his lease and send it off, he's not signing the condo lease for him to own it and to rent it off as an Airbnb. He put it in his name and paid for it so Polight's family can move in. He lied to him. They was never going to rent it out for a Airbnb. Polight family was going to move into the condo this nigga paid for.
I was Ra'et was the primary. I was the co-signer. Now, the whole purpose of me getting the property was to rent it out through Airbnbs, and she was going to be the property manager. I come to find out through his daughter accidentally that they were going to live in the condo. I found out. So when I met Polight, he didn't want to tell me or show me where he lived. And he kept saying, "Oh, I bought my wife a house. I'm thinking Polight's got a big house. I've seen his houses on the live streams. I'm thinking like, okay, I respect that. He doesn't want another man around his wives. Or I get it. And I come to find out after us being cool, they're living in some just average hotel, like in Beverly Hills. It's nothing fancy, nothing. It's just the average ass hotel. And about him and all his wives and his family. And I'm thinking, oh yeah, I mean. You know, who knows what this guy's? He's busy, he's traveling. And it's nothing. But I remember his wife. He said his wives want you over for dinner. He's like, my wives want you over for dinner, or something like that, and whatever, right? But he didn't want to show me or tell me where he lived. He's like, no, we don't do that. We don't invite. Like he's telling me I'm his brother, but he's also telling his wives are like, just have McCoy come over, just help him out, just have McCoy, like, you know. And he's like, no, we don't do that. We don't do that. Yo, meet me on the corner here, meet me on the corner there. And it's just so obvious, like I could see where they're coming out from. So I come to find out that my aunt, Victoria, was going to give my aunt like a dog or her dog or something like that. And my aunt couldn't have a dog in the hotel. So she's like, I can't, as soon as we get into I'm playing soccer with my aunt. And she's like, as soon as we get into a new place, my dad said I can have a dog. And I remember going into the hotel with him and his family. This is the second time. And they were like, yo, can we get pet friendly? Can we make sure?
You hear them? They all hyped up the whole, he been paying for Polight's whole lifestyle for damn near a year. We got 218 in the chat. I really ask you guys, the 218, and go hit the like button right now. We only got 110 likes. Let's get these likes up, y'all, so we can continue this video. Go run and smash that like button. Hey, let me shout out Sister Soul for the Cash App donation. I appreciate that, Sister Soul. I definitely appreciate all the support. I definitely do. Appreciate that. Make sure y'all go hit that like button, you guys. Let's continue.
As soon as we get into the new place, my dad said I can have a dog.
Let's get 100 more likes in here. Let's get 100 more likes in here. Let's get 100 more likes in the building. Let's try to get 300 people in the chat. So share this on all your social media outlets. Let's get at least 200 likes and let's get 300 people in the chat. You understand me? Share this around on all your social media outlets.
And she's like, as soon as we get into a new place, my dad said I can have a dog. And I remember going into the hotel with him and his family. This is the second time, and they were like, "Yo, can we get pet friendly? Can we make sure it's pet friendly?" And he's like, "Yeah, baby girl, I'll make sure that's pet friendly." And I'm filling out the application. I'm paying, and I come to find out, like, my heart just dropped. Like, yo, like, are they seriously about to move into the condo that I'm supposed to rent out? So, fast forward. I get denied because they're like the legacy. They were like, yo, where's your paperwork? Where's your employment history? Where's your bank statements? Like, oh, I make money from cryptocurrency. I'm a software developer. I'm a freelance. I kind of do my own thing. And they're just like, no, we need to see official proof. And I'm with Polight dropping them off. And I'm like, yo, Polight, they're hitting me up like and saying I need proof. It's like, bro, you don't need proof. Like, I never had a job. Like, I don't have fucking jobs. I don't have that bank statements. Like, you know, once they see Ra'et's, like, you know, they're going to be fine. Just tell them you're a cryptocurrency dude. Tell them you're a software developer and you be good. Right? I'm thinking, like, this dude knows about real estate. This dude's got condos. This dude, you know what I'm saying, must know what he's talking about. I got denied. We got denied for the condo because of my lack of paperwork. Right? He told me that I would get approved because of his wife. Now, I want my check back. They email me, yo, we have your $500 refund check. They're like, send us the address.
and we'll refund you a check. So I sent them my Hawaii address.
They sent the check, Polight and his wife, y'all, and they gonna act like they ain't get it.
And come to 2-3 weeks later, I know I wait a month or two later, and then I come to find out they're like, yo, we sent the address to Jessica Casey, which is Ra'et. That's her name. That's her real name, Jessica Casey, Ra'et. And I'm thinking, I come later find out like, yo, did this fool just steal more of my money? Like, did they just? And then I hit up Polight because this is all so many things are happening. Hit up Polight, I'm like angry. Like, did you steal my check? Like that I paid for, that you told me that I would get approved, that got denied, and now you're taking my check. Nah, G, I would never. I'm gonna get Ra'et on the phone right now. And he calls Ra'et, and they were like, yo, I don't know nothing about that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know nothing about that. How much time we got?
It's 27 minutes.
Right. I know nothing about that. And so he's like, I'm gonna send Ra'et to go get it done. And every time he told me he got it done, I hit up the legacy. They were like, no, we haven't got it done. We haven't received anything. This is what you need to do. So it finds out both of our names on the check. So she can't deposit it, and I can't deposit it. And I'm thinking, yo, just deposit it, Ra'et, and then cash out me the money back. And she's like, all right, Polight. She's like, all right, no.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know. He Michael Noak is short for his full name. Polight's real name is Michael Novak. His name is Michael Novak. So, yeah.
We'll get it done, bro. I'll get it done, G. Fast forward later, he confirmed that he got it done. Confirmed it. I said, yo, I'm gonna hit him up later. They hit me up and said, we told you for the third time we haven't received anything from them. And I absolutely lose my shit on Polight. So that's one. I'm gonna try to squeeze this in. Now, if you look through his Instagram, Nina Ra'et, he went to a Floyd Mayweather party in Hollywood. Now, what really kills me, what really fucking kills me inside, is that I paid for his clothes for that night. He said it's an investment because the bank sees like, yo, that's an investment. So he.
Yeah, y'all. The guy that's speaking actually passed away a couple months ago and never received a penny back from Polight. And he pretty much stressed himself to death, you know.
He had me go to
Rest in peace,
Rodeo Drive. He had me pay for the polo shirt. Look at that polo shirt. He had me. I picked him up, and we drove him to the Beverly Center. He got out.
He said, "Go look at what's going on with Polight at the Mayweather party." He said everything he had going on, he paid for.
Went to the Tommy Hilfiger store. He's like, "Yo, when you're famous, you don't. The more you make, the less you pay." And he's like, "I chose all my clothes from my phone, and he had people pick them out. And it's all ready to go." He's like, "But it's like, yo, use your debit card. That's an investment." And then, so I'm with Polight down the Beverly Center, and he's giving me the spiel about how being a celebrity in Hollywood is, and how he's like, great. He's almost a grade A celebrity, and he gets paid to get those photo shoots of him and Louis Vuitton, and you know what I'm saying? And I'm paying, and then we go to the Louis Vuitton store, and I buy him Louis Vuitton sandals, and he's like, "Save your receipts, G," all that. And in my heart, like, I would never ever pay for this shit. Like, I would never pay for this shit. Like, I would never pay for this shit. And so fast forward, I drive him and his family to the hotel. I mean, to the Floyd Mayweather party. And as I get out, he's all dressed in his nice clothes. I drop the girls off, the women off, and I make sure shit started getting. So I pulled out cash for me to save because I'm like, yo, this is getting.
Now this part about to be the saddest part because he pulled out some money, like $100 so he can save, because his money getting gone. Polight eating it away. He see it, so he want to have at least something, a couple $100 to fall back on. At least have something for emergency. Now listen to this.
Rough, bro. You need to start saving something for yourself, bro. And I make sure shit started getting. So I pulled out cash for me to save because I'm like, yo, this is getting rough, bro. You need to start saving something for yourself, bro. You need it because this, like, I'm ready to, like, you know, call it quits. So I stash money on the side. And I'm like, yo, like, if my bank account's draining, like, this dude says he got me, nothing's showing up. And I get out the car, and he's got the white BMW, And he's like, yo, G, you got some cash on you? You got some cash on you? And I'm like, out in front of everyone, I have to open the door. I'm like, fuck. And it killed me because I went against my own judgment. And everybody's like right there. And I go and open my suitcase. I have to go dig, and I dig. And I pull out my cash that I saved for myself, man. And I handed it to Polight, man. It's like $300 or $400.
Last little bit of money he saved, listen.
And he hands it to the valet driver.
He gave his last little bit of money to the fucking valet driver. I would have flipped. I would have fucked Polight up.
And I pull out my cash that I saved for myself, man. And I handed it to Polight, man. It's like $300 or $400. And he hands it to the valet driver to park his car and then heads into the club. I drive down the street. I ended up falling asleep in the car. He calls me like an hour and a half later. He's like, all right, G, we done. Come pick my wives up. And I'm thinking, damn, it was like only an hour. Like, I paid for his clothes. I went to Rodeo Drive. I went to the Beverly Center, the Louis Vuitton store. Like, I spent, I don't even know how much, like couple G, like $1,500 to $2,000 or something like that. And I had to drop him off within an hour. And I come to see his photos, and I'm like, yo, like, I paid for all that shit that he's wearing, you know? And he's taking pictures with Floyd, and he told me he's getting paid to have Ralph Lauren and Louis Vuitton. He told me that he got money from Louis Vuitton while he was broke a few years ago, and he came back up in the game.
That nigga said Louis Vuitton gave him some money a couple years ago when he was broke. Nigga, stop lying. Louis don't know your broke ass, scamming ass, nigga.
And you know what I'm saying? And he also called me. So when we started the mentorship, he's like, I know what it is to have your money dwindle away. It happened to me 3 or 4 times. I'm gonna make sure that never happens to you. That is part 3, man. That's part 3. Aloha, YouTube. This is Crypto Roots.
So yeah, he about to get into the next part of it, man. So hit the like button. Make sure y'all throw up some videos. Make sure y'all thumb up the video. Hit the like button, and please share this around to all your social media outlets. We almost hit the goal of 200 likes. So if we can get like 70 more likes in the building, we'll be perfect. And if we can get like 25 more people in the building, that'll reach our goal for 300 people in the building. Let's get the likes up, y'all. Hit the like button. It's your brother Aboriginal Power. This is Surviving Polight, part 2. Let's go.
My mind, so I can live and be at peace with myself. So I'm just putting it out there because I felt like my trust was betrayed. I got taken advantage of. I got manipulated. And at the end of the day, I still blame myself for trusting someone and taking it that far, taking my trust where I went against my own better judgment. Now, back to it. So, he was having me Cash App, also Western Union, Walmart to Walmart, MoneyGram, and Cash App. And I didn't know how to use it. He's like, yo, just download it on your phone, send your Cash App. So I was sending Cash Apps. I didn't know who these people were, but it was Jessica Casey, which is Raet, and then it was Nina. And then it was some other person, a dude who I wasn't sure yet. I mean, I didn't know who, but he was telling me send money. So I'm sending $1,000 here, $5,000 here, $2,000 there. So this is while I'm paying for all the taxes. This is how I got the money to him from Hawaii, was through all these Cash Apps. Oh man, I didn't write it. So, and he was also having me Apple Money Pay. God, man. Anyways, he kept telling me to send $1,000 to some. I'm not gonna say his name, but send $1,000 to this dude. Send $1,000 to this dude. Cash App or Apple Pay. And it's like it's part of the investment. He's like, I already gave up my bread, bro. I already gave him my bread. Now, you know what I'm saying? You know, so I'm like $1,000 here, okay, $1,000 there. And of course, this is all for the tax liens, hotels, and everything. And come to find out later, those $1,000 were for the BMW rental car, the IA. I didn't even know until way after that cost $1,000 a day. It didn't click. And the guy, after I went to Mexico, I hit up the one dude who was looking out for me after I broke down was the dude he was renting the cars from, and he was the only one to really like have my back and be like, yo, this is not the first time this happens with to people who've done Polight like that. He said it happened to his boy Yada. He said Polight got his boy Yada arrested over these rental cars because Yada paid Polight the money, but Polight didn't pay the guy he rent the cars from. So the guy he got rent the car from ended up calling the police and got Yada arrested. Find out later that Yada paid Polight. So I'm thinking, whoa, like Polight just did his boy, like, wow, like I'm in deep now. Like I got scammed. I got like, and this is shocking, like, shocking. So I had to get that out of the way. So one time, Polight was like, yo, cash out Nina, $300 right now. And I'm like, he's like, come on, G, you know, da. Already gave up the bread. So I cash out Nina, and then he's like, yo, I sent the money. I'm like, yo, I just sent the money. He's like, Nina hasn't got the money. And I'm like, yo, I sent the money. He's like, when we're kind of like going back and forth, and I'm like, yo, like, what's her cash app? Tell me Nina's cash app. And Nina sent me, and it was like, it was 1A off. Nina had left her phone in Vegas, and she got a new phone in LA and ended up making the same cash app, but add an extra A to her name for Nina, like Nina, and didn't tell Polight, didn't tell nobody. So I sent $300 to her old cash app, and cash app is irreversible. Like I had to call my bank and everything. Like, nope, it's done. And I'm called Polight. Polight's like, what? And he got upset with like Nina and just like da. And I'm like, yo, Polight, I can't just like waste $300 like that. Like off the he's like, no, you did. He's like, her phone is at the office, at the Luxor, and let me get some water. At the Luxor, and she's still gonna get a hold of it. And don't worry about it, G. It's part of the investment. It's part of the music budget. So you'll don't worry, you'll get that back. And never got it back to this day. So I had to get that out of the way. That there's this $300 cash app to Nina that just like that just disappeared, burned $300. And also randomly, he was like, yo, I need you to purchase a ticket. I need you to purchase a plane ticket for Nina's mom. And I'm like, what for? He's like, I'm going for the 1.2 million. I'm going for it. And I just want to bring Nina's mom out here to see what she's doing, and see, you know what I'm saying, meet her, introduce her. Can you buy the ticket today for overnight? And I'm like, he's like, come on, G, I'm pushing. You about to get 150,000, you know what I'm saying? He's like, it's nothing. I'm like, this is like over the budget. And you know what I'm saying? And he's just like, G, I need you to get this done. And so I bought Nina's mom's plane ticket. And yeah, Nina's mom comes out literally the next day. I'm having to pick her up, having to drive them around and whatnot. So yeah, had to pay for Nina's mom's plane ticket overnight on the fly, right when Polight asked. And he was like, he would say that I'm going for it now. I'm going for it. He would just go in and out of going for the 1.2 million deal and just like randomly kind of like enforce it when he needed me to pay for shit. And another thing that threw me off, and when I first met him, he told me about the Nina deal, stepping away, and I overheard a conversation. And that's where I met his other mentee, and who we started sleeping in the car, and like I thought that was his bodyguard and everything. I don't know what was going on. And I'm like, oh, so you're the dude I've been sending money to. He's like, oh, you're the dude I've been getting money from. I'm like, so we're like, oh, what's up, brother? And we kicked it. We hit it off right away. And we're still cool. And yeah, he Polight did him real dirty too. So you may hear his story from himself. Now, I overheard Polight saying that he paid.
Hey, this is a critical part that I want y'all to listen to right here. What we're about to get into. But I'm gonna need 292 that's in the chat to get the likes up to 200 likes. Let's get up to 200 likes. All we need is 50 more people to hit the like button. You know what I'm saying? Go smash the like button. Appreciate that. You know what I mean? Subscribe to the channel if you're new to the channel, and most importantly, share this on all your social media outlets.
You may hear his story from himself. Now, I overheard Polight saying that he paid for Victoria's breast. He's paid $6,000 for Victoria's breast implants. Overheard him. I couldn't even believe what I heard, and I refused to even believe it. I'm thinking like, I just like totally like, it's like almost a religion.
Polight be lying, y'all. He healthy, riot, Mayat, living balanced, natural. The black woman is God. This nigga paying for titties and ass for white women, black women, whoever. He's scamming people. He's smoking weed, drinking Hennessy, which ain't nothing wrong with drinking weed. But this nigga eating pork rinds though, eating pork skins. You understand me? That's a big thing wrong with that.
I chose not to believe that was right there, right in front of my face, because I chose to, I don't know. And so that threw me off. Like, I'm not really I'm just not in that world of paying for it. I was like, damn, you can't get more any superficial or LA or Hollywood than that shit. And he overheard him say he paid $6,000 for Victoria's breast. And I'm like, damn. So that shit kind of just stuck in the back of my mind. Also, he lied to me about paying realtor fees. He was like, yo, G, out of nowhere, yo, G, I need you to send $500 to this person on Cash App. I need you to cash out $500 to my real estate agent for doing all the work and looking at all the different condos. And come to find out later, it was his older daughter that I sent the money to. Now, let's get into that. I think her name is Tazani. I don't know how to spell her name. I've seen her a few times.
Hey, did I just see the brother Star in the building? I thought I seen the brother Star in the chat. Pop me in and pop out, man. If you see me, put my email in the chat, moderators. You can definitely get a hold of me. I'll definitely tap in with the brother. I thought I seen the brother Star in the chat, but let's continue.
I've seen her a few times on back, on his old videos. And so one day he's like, yo, G, can you pick me up? I pick him up, drive him around. He's like, go here, go there, go here. Send me the address. Go here. So we pull up to this restaurant, and we're sitting outside for a while. And it's just silence in the car. Polight's not talking. He's not. I just know, get the vibe like he's just not in a talking mood right now. And he knows that I never even try to initiate conversations, so that's why he keeps me around, or kept me around. So the car opens, and this woman comes in the car, and I'm like, oh, okay, that must be his older daughter. And then immediately she just starts fucking yapping, talking, like I'm like, whoa, like this energy just totally switched up in this car. And so we're like driving away, and she's just nonstop gossiping and talking. Polight's just like silent. I'm silent. And she's nonstop fucking talking. And I'm thinking, wow, this is awkward. This is awkward. And so I drive apparently to her apartment, park outside. She goes upstairs, and she comes back down, and she is dressed in some she's dressed like she's about to go on a date. High heels, all tight shit, and ready to go out. Like, and I didn't realize what I guess this is they want to go out on it. And so I was just thinking, like, wow, like, why would you dress like that to go out with your dad? Like, in the back of my head, I never said nothing, And immediately I got the vibe. So, and then she switched up. She was like, da-da-da-da, and brought up money to Polight. And then Polight's like, let's not talk about that right now. I already told you the deal. And then she's like, so what? Like, I already brought it up. Let's talk about it. And then she just went off. Like, you told me about this, and you said you're gonna give me this kind of money, and da-da-da-da. She starts flipping on Polight. And Polight's like, I don't know how you don't realize how disrespectful you sound right now. And she's just like rude to him. And then I was like, whoa, like, this is awkward. Like, this is a really awkward car ride right now. And she was like talking to Polight as if he was a boyfriend, like as if he was a boyfriend or ex-boyfriend or something. Like the vibe did not at all seem like father and daughter. And I'm not trying to gossip. I'm not trying to bring up. Somebody else told me this too that stayed with Polight. Like, would you think about that?
how'd you think about it? Were you around then? I'm like, yeah. Just like, what kind of vibe did you get? And I'm like, that was a little bit more than a little father and daughter. Like that seemed like actual like some like just way more than father and daughter. You know, especially the way she was dressed and the way she was talking to him, and just and just really obviously going off of disrespect in front of his mentee. So that was awkward. That was awkward. Now, let me get into the crypto course and how that all come about. And like I said, I brought up cryptocurrency to Polight out of nowhere, and started spitting game. And he was like, yo, G, like, we can make some bread. Like, we can make some money off this. Like, we can make some money off this. Like, I'm going to shoot a course. And I'm like, yo, like, yeah, no, and he's like, yo, just follow my lead. I'm going to show you how to make bread. You know what I'm saying? I'll hustle courses. You already know that. And just follow my lead. I'm going to do promotions. I'm going to do the whole spiel already. And then I'm like, he's like, yo, we're going to do some live streams. You ready to do live streams? And I'm like, yeah, like, I'm built for this. This is in me. It's not on me. It's in me. I know crypto. You know what I'm saying? So I was ready. Like, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't trying to show off, but that's when Polight put me on the live streams. And I just spit in game. And then Polight was like, whoa, like, based on the feedback people were getting, like, he was like, yo, you kind of good. Like, you actually kind of comfortable. Like, you can actually explain, and you know what I'm saying? Like, you actually kind of good at teaching this. And so he put me on another live stream, and I just kept spitting crypto game. And so, and he was like, yo, we about to do this course. And that's when we did, we shot that video in the park with the BMW I rented, didn't even fucking know. And yeah, then he's like, yo, one night he's like, yo, I already set up pre-sales for the crypto course. Look how much money I made within the last hour or two. And it was about $600 to almost like $1,000 something within like just him out 3 hours of him posting it. People already paid for the pre tickets for the crypto course. And I'm like, wow, it's like that. He's like, yo, so we're gonna open up a bank account together, and I'll be able to get you sales from that crypto course from the bank account, like a joint account we open up together. You know what I'm saying? Is the camera straight?
Yes.
All right. So I'm just down. I'm driving him. I'm following his lead. I'm following his lead. Sorry, I got eye problems. I got all types of health problems right now. That's why I got to get this out. And so, and nothing happened. Nothing happened. Like, what ended up happening, I'm kidding you not, I'm not lying. I swear I would not lie. But Brother Polight played basketball every single day. Every single day. And I was sleeping in the car for like over a month and a half. I was sleeping in the car, sleeping in the park, literally living in the car, driving him, he's playing basketball from like morning till night. Basketball. And the whole time I was ready to do the course. The whole time I'm ready to spit crypto game. The whole time I'm just there. And that's when the car battery thing started kind of happening. And I was like, yo, Polight, can you get this car battery changed? Can you get this car battery changed? He's like, why are you worried about the car battery right now? You should be worried about getting the crypto course. And I'm like, you like throw it, like totally trying to like just check me out of nowhere. And I'm like, yeah. He's like, we need to, we're going to open up a bank account today and da-da-da-da-da. And I'm like, all right, cool. Like, I'm down. I'm ready. Nothing. Polight ends up playing just basketball. Oh, and I play soccer. So I was playing soccer on my own, just playing and then teaching my soccer, maybe kicking the ball with Aminette, my aunt. He was just like cool, watching me and his wives and daughter play while he played basketball. And sometimes Ed would sit there and watch him play basketball. And it was just kind of like family vibes outdoors. And I didn't want to pressure Polight about my money, about my investments, because he was just quote unquote in recreation mode, and I wanted to be cool, and I didn't want to bring business into his recreation mode. But I'm stinking, you know what I'm saying? Like I need showers, like I need some more money. I got to pay Airbnb, and I'm living out his car. But I didn't say nothing to him while he was playing basketball all day, every day. Now, one time I decided to be in a I was in a playful mood. And I decided to just kind of go out of my shell, just to kind of get over things for a bit, and then joke around about playing basketball with Polight. Like, yo, Polight, pass me the ball. Like, can I play? Can I play? Just trying to be like a playful little bro, And it's just like, all right, yeah, G, you can play. And
yeah, that's what it is. Say he never even knew his father. When his father died, he left him 150,000. So what he do? Go to someone he looked up to as a father figure.
I'm like, oh yeah, so I ended up playing a pickup game, and Polight's on the other team, and I'm like, nah, I want to be on the same team with Polight. Like, I'm a guard Polight. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna just have fun going against him in basketball. And I'm terrible. I'm not a good basketball player, and nor did I claim to be, or nor was I trying. You know what I'm saying? And I was doing the best I can. And there was a dude on the court who started yelling at me, who was on my team, screaming and just cursing at me like, this motherfucker doesn't know how to play. He's like, wait, he just started screaming.
Let's get 5 more likes in the building, you guys. Let's get 5 more likes in the building.
And I knew it was over the top because we're around kids. There's like a children's playground literally right next door, and he's screaming to the top of my lungs, calling me a dumb motherfucker and and screaming at me. And this dude sucks at basketball as well. And like, this dude has no one to be talking. And I realized like this dude is getting kind of emotional, and this dude he's got some other shit, and he's trying to blame me for it. So I chose not to participate in his anger towards me. So I ended up finishing the game. I felt like walking away and just, but I finished the game, and then I walk away. I'm like, it was a huge mistake for even trying to play basketball. You got ghetto ass niggas coming to Beverly Hills trying to play basketball, street ball, and I just really regretted it. And then I'm walking by after I use the restroom. Polight's like, come back on the court, come back. I'm like, nah, bro. He's like, come on. I'm like, nah, G, nah. And he was just like, all right, whatever, And that was that until a day or two later. When I'm sitting in the park, this is before the manhunt. This is the night before, when I'm sitting in the park for 7 hours. Polight says he's going to help me get a room from one of his Airbnbs. Finally, I
remember the night Polight left him outside at the park cold, and he walked through, and the police shined the light on him, and he jumped in the car. We played it yesterday. Well, what he's talking about now is, remember he said that was the second day when he was sitting in the park and the police came. Now he's describing the first day that he was there at the park. Let's go.
Pay him $250. I get the room for a week. He's like, yo, we're going to shoot the crypto course. We get you this room, and then we're going to fly out to Miami. I want you to come with me to Miami. I got a house out there. You're going to be good, bro. I understand your value. I understand what you have to bring to the table. I want you around. You know what I'm saying? We're going to make bread together, And then, so that night, nothing came through. He said either tonight or tomorrow, one of my guests will check out and you can come in. I'm sitting in the park, cold, chilling at night, and I'm like, I'm not sure this dude's gonna call me back. I'm not sure, I said maybe tonight, maybe tomorrow. And I texted Amanette and I said I didn't want to bring stress to her. Like he told me I don't want to bring, and I'm thinking I don't want to bug Polight. He already knows, like that. So I texted him and said, yo, it's kind of getting chilly here. I just said it's kind of getting chilly out here. That's all I texted Polight. I ended up getting an Airbnb in a tent that night. Yeah, I was the only one. So I got Airbnb in a tent for like $25 a night, and then I wake up like, damn, at least I didn't stress Polight out. I call Polight like, yo, can I still get that room? He's just like, nah, I don't know about you anymore, G. I don't know. I don't feel comfortable putting money in you. I'm like, wait, what? Wait, he's like, he's like, nah, I don't know about you no more, G. And I'm like,
he said, I don't know. I said, I don't know about you now, G. You acting funny, G. I don't know if I want to spend no money on you, G. Damn, Polight did him like that.
What are you talking about, bro? You tripping, bro? He's gonna forget that room. He's just like, nah, I don't know about you anymore, G. I don't know. I don't feel comfortable putting money in you. I'm like, wait, what? Wait, he's like, he's like, nah, I don't know about you no more, G. And I'm like, what are you talking about, bro? You tripping, bro? He's like, what do you mean I'm tripping? And I'm like, bro, he's like, I'm like, you tripping, Polight? Like, calm down. He's like, I ain't tripping. Why you acting disrespectful? You acting disrespectful like through taxes. And then he calls me starts going off, yelling at me about how I texted on my net and I didn't call him. And he's like, I have my daughter, my older daughter. I called her to say, ask her if you could stay at her place. You should have just called me. There was the guest checked out an hour after because I told Polight, yo, can you bring my...
At the end of the day, what the brother Crypto Roots did, it won't go in vain, man. We got to get this video out. This is part 2, Surviving Polight. He got all the receipts, and this brother actually passed away. He actually died a couple months ago. Rest in peace to him. Trying to get justice, trying to get what he invested, at least the money he got stolen from him from Polight. And Polight simply ran to the point where it stressed this guy to death.
Luggage, bro. So Polight brought my luggage and just didn't even look at me in the eye, really. Just brought my luggage and dropped it off and went back to his hotel. And I saw him there, like, I'm gonna get an Airbnb, Polight. And then the next morning he's flipping out on me on the phone because I said he's tripping. I'm calling him disrespectful, and he's like, damn near, I'm in fear of this dude, like, you know what I'm saying, on the phone. And I just had to shut up and say, yes, Polight. Yes, Polight, I was wrong. Yes, Polight, I was wrong. I apologize. Yes, Polight, I was wrong. And he brought up the fact that I didn't go and play basketball. He brought up the fact that I didn't go and play basketball after that dude confronted me. And he said, he's like, my dad would have beat my ass. My father would have beat my ass if he saw me ever walk away from like a fight like that. If he ever saw me walk away like a bitch like that, you know, you should have went back on the court. You should have got in his face and you should have talked shit. You should have been on his ass. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, yo, like, it wasn't even worth it. Like, it's not, it's like,
that ain't even dude energy. Polight know that ain't dude energy.
You have a real man in your life. You probably never had a father in your life. You don't know what it is to have children.
Polight knows that's not that guy energy to be fighting and arguing. That's, you know what I mean? Like, come on.
You're just a single man, and you don't really know what it is. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, all right, G, like, my bad. You know, and then I even texted him. I joked around like 2 days later, like, yo, I'm gonna take some boxing lessons with you and my aunt. Like, I'm not gonna let that shit happen, man. I apologize. Next time, I'm just gonna, like, you know, fight somebody. Like, you know, just to like try to, like, you know, whatever, make the situation feel better. So the crypto course, by the way, so now that was on a tangent. Now, never hits me up. So I freak out about everything, and I say, Polight, I gotta end with you. Everything we doing is done, no more. Right? And then so I bought Bitcoin. I bought Bitcoin, and I saved that as my reserve. So even I always had something to fall back on. So even though my bank account was getting dry, I still have Bitcoin. But I ended up having to sell my Bitcoin in different complications with banks and Polight. And so at that point, I knew I still had enough Bitcoin to get out the country. So I texted Polight like, yo, I'm done with this. I'm selling.
You hear all that fireworks out there in this background because this brother had a backpack to Mexico. That's where he's living at now, and it's probably Cinco de Mayo or something.
I'm selling my Bitcoin. I'm taking the rest of it, and I'm leaving. So I didn't know where at the time, and then the last minute I decided Mexico because of the conversion rates, and I can get by farther off my bread. So, and then I still have, obviously crypto to, So now he's kind of, I realized he's telling people I'm broke and I'm desperate. I'm trying to get after him. I don't know, but it's like, why do crypto courses with someone about finances and currency that doesn't know how to generate their own? Like, why would you do that? Like, you see my YouTube videos. I've done it. I know how to generate my own money, especially from cryptocurrency. So that's education. That's, I'm saying, I'm getting by and I'm working it, and it's going, there's a bull market, my trades, I'm doing consulting, I'm selling courses, I'm doing mentorships. You know what I'm saying? I'm a hustler. I don't just give up. And I always figure out a way to make my own bread. I'll never go work another job in my life. Like, never. And that's why Polight respect.
I believe the bro Crypto Roots had just hit 39 years old, 35, 39 years old. He was a young fella when he passed away a couple months ago. Rest in peace to him.
And grind it from an education for my own, and then get my own bread. And it, you know what I'm saying? So that's how everything happened as far as how I'm getting by right now, and still making it happen. So I'm in Mexico, and I'm bitching at Polight about my money. Polight's not really talking to me, sort of like, but he's not ignoring my calls. He's kind of responding, choosing to respond. And he's like, yo, can you still do the crypto course? I've never let my fans down. I never let my audience down. I never not delivered on what my audience, you know what I'm saying? And somehow I did live stream, and then people were like, you know, listening to me, like, you know what, Polight, like let's do the crypto course, man. Like it's my brand, it's my too. I'm so passionate about teaching people, you know. And he's like, cool, G, like yeah. I'm like, let's do the crypto course, Polight. I'm ready whenever you are. You know, it's already been like a month and a half since he announced it. And how much time we got?
It's 24.
Okay. It's already been a month and a half since announced it. It's about 2 months later. I already told him I'm ready to do the course. Still doesn't ever hit me up. Still doesn't hit me up. I get angry that I need money, Polight. Like, cash at me. I need reciprocity. I gave you all that bread. I sent that everything, bro. Hit me back with something, bro. Come on. Especially since we're doing the course together. Especially since you show me the cells, bro. Like, hit me with something. And he kind of like ignored my calls for a while. And then so I ended up in some beach in Mexico, and that's where I met my current girl. And then he ends up, I get a random text, and and then I get my girl, and then I'm thinking, wow, now I got a woman, now I'm broke, or I have not the money I had, and so I'm extra just vivid angry with Polight. Give me my motherfucking money, especially now that I got a fucking woman I love in my life, like, you know what I'm saying? And then I started threatening to go legal on Polight. I really was like, this guy fucking scammed me because of what other people are telling me. And so Polight's like arguing with me through text, and then he calls me, and I lost it. This first time I ever got it, and I was just like, you motherfucker, where the fuck is my money? Goddamn, you fucking man. And I just like, and he's screaming at me, we're screaming at each other on the phone. And then he's like, you know, and it just hangs up. He just hangs up. And I'm just like fucking angry. He calls me back, and I realize, let me just kind of calm down right now. I said aloha, and he was just like, called him off guard. He was like, aloha, brother. I'm offering you, regardless of what you say, regardless of the names you call me, and you want to threaten to take me away from my family, I'm offering you an opportunity to do this crypto course. I'm offering you an opportunity to make some bread to hold you down. I know you're struggling right now, and you know what I'm saying. So you do the course. You're gonna make some money with me. You know what I'm saying? We can push all this aside. I'm like, yo, bro, like I break down. You said I'm gonna get my money, bro. I'm like, am I gonna get my money? He's like, yes, you'll get your money. I would never take another man's father's life insurance from him. I'm not like that. And then he starts like breaking down the Metanetia, breaking down like Heru and Isis and Set, and breaking down like, you know, some heavy knowledge, you know. And I'm just like, okay. He said
heavy knowledge because he looked up like Polight was doing a lot of filler philosophize bullshit.
He calms me down. I'm gonna get my bread back. I'm gonna get my,
just like he did that lady the other day when I showed you when he sent her the letter. He said, so what if I was the literal devil? Take what you can and make use out of it. Some see the glass half empty, some see the glass half full. Some don't see the glass at all. That's just a bunch of filler philosophize bullshit.
My bread back. He's breaking down the knowledge. We're gonna do the crypto course together. He's guaranteeing me sales, and you know what I'm saying? So I calmed down, and I was like, I don't want to go after you legally. I don't even want to fight you, dude. Like, oh, and also he's always like, he said, you want to come after me? You want to try to take me away from my family? Talk to my attorney. And I'm like, and I already know Polight is legally prepared. Like, not only did he beat 2 murder cases himself by him, like, you know what I'm saying?
He said Polight beat 2 murder cases himself. Y'all, come on. See, they sold this man a story. Rest in peace, Crypto Roots. Bro, Polight is not a gangster. He's not a murderer. He got no charges of no such except for scamming, petty theft. He's not a murderer.
He's got attorneys and a lawyer, and I'm like, man, he's probably attorney Shabazz. I don't know what he's done to people who's tried to go against him legally. And I'm thinking, damn, I want to do that to myself, to him, like to myself, like I did nothing wrong. I just want my bread back. So he's telling me I got a contingency plan. For anyone I do business with. So he's saying I got a plan to go against you if you ever try to go against me, even though he scammed me. And I'm thinking, damn, like this dude is. So I was like, I don't want to go after him legally, because I just don't have that stronghold. And Polight's a smart dude, and he's gonna know how to cover his tracks, and he never touches the money. And he told me about that. He's like, I don't touch the money. And he break down the metaphysics behind that, you know. And so he's not traced back to anything. And so I'm like, it's gonna be hard to really kind of go at him legally. I can't afford an attorney to go against him. So I'm like, yo, I don't want to go after you legally. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to, you know, tell people the truth on YouTube about why the course isn't, you know, happening. And he's like, da 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 da. You know what I'm saying? If you ever do that, no one's gonna believe you, and you're just gonna ruin your brand. You know, no one's ever gonna believe you, and you're just gonna ruin your brand. So I'm like, I can't go after him on YouTube. I can't go after him legally. I can't flex on him, because other people told me like they had to flex on Polight, like bustle, like, yo, I need my bread back. And Polight knows that I'm by my own. I don't come from a gang background. I don't carry guns with me. I'm not about that lifestyle, you know. I never pretend to be a gangster, you know. And so he knows he has nothing to worry about as far as me trying to flex on him. So he already knows he's good. He's good. And the only option I have left at this point is to shut up and just agree and go along with him in order to possibly get my money back. So he ends up sending, he's like, yo, I was like, I really need some bread now. He's like, all right, so out of all the about $110,000 or something like that, I get $800 back. Not $800 back. It was never from him. It was from the people that paid for the crypto course. He sent me their information. I had to call and bug them or ask them for the money for the crypto course. And they're like, all right, well, what's the details on the course? What's the details? I'm like, yo, Polight, they're asking me about when is the course going to be. They're asking me. He's like, all right, tell them this, tell them this, tell them this. So I tell them that. They send me the money. And I'm like, all right, cool. I got a little money. I can move around. I can, you know what I'm saying, handle little things. And I'm thinking, like, we're about to do this course. It's right around the corner. I've been ready for the last 3 months. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm ready to go. Polight's going to hit me up any day. We're going to do the live stream. You know what I'm saying? Doesn't hit me up. And randomly sends me different invoices to process. And so that's how that happened. So I ended up, he only sent me 8 invoices. And I got about like $800. So then he calms me down, and then we ended up doing that live stream where I did the MetaMask things. So we're on that video, we're kind of on good terms. But on the video, he lied on the video, and I didn't say nothing. He said, why is the crypto course taking so long? Why is it taking so long? People are wondering, why is it taking so long? It's because me and my other mentee, we've been going back and forth thinking of what's the best way to go about bringing you the most powerful information. You know what I'm saying? He's like, I'm thinking back, man, no, he's not. Like, Polight never has applied the information I told him. Never has he opened up the Bitcoin wallet or bought Bitcoin, or at least showed me, or, you know what I'm saying? I'm willing to show Polight. I'm willing to go extra mile and teach him personally. He didn't apply nothing. And then told everyone that we were going back and forth trying to discuss the best thing to happen, when he never called me, and I'm just sitting there waiting on Polight to hit me up to do the course. Right? So people started following me right after that. Oh, you seem cool. You seem like a cool dude, da 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 da. And whatever, people's really into the crypto course. And ends up happening, the course just keeps being prolonged. And 2 weeks, he's telling me 2 weeks, telling everybody 2 weeks, 2 weeks, 2 weeks, 2 weeks. It keeps pushing it back. 2 weeks, how long we are? Yo, how long we are?
32.
All right, 2 weeks. And then a few people are like, yo, I want my money back. Yo, I want my money back. It's not happening. And I'm like, yo, like, I don't know. Polight keeps telling me 2 weeks. Keep 2 weeks. And this shit got so exhausting, I didn't even think this shit would happen anymore. And then he officially like let out some dates and sent some emails and something. And we ended up doing the most basic, boring. And then I told him, like, yo, I got a new computer. I'm in a new country.
See, I want y'all to pay attention to the part where he said earlier in the video that he didn't know that the lady he was with and the lady who was the realtor was Polight's daughter, and the relationship that he had with his daughter was quite strange. Some even speculate that he even was sleeping with his daughter. You see what I'm saying? So that, I just want y'all to keep that in mind. We're gonna get into the next video too.
Country is, the Wi-Fi is different, and he's like, he told me he was going to walk me through the whole process. And he said, I was like, yo, I need time to get set up. I need you know, he threw me on live stream right away. Like, I've never been like, you know what I'm saying, thousands of people, like my lady, she's like, for real, like, I'm like freaking out, like, oh my God, like, how do I log in? How do I do this? And then he's like, yo, excuse my mentee, he's new at this, and yeah, you'll figure it out eventually. I'm like, yo, you're throwing me on the spot live, bro, like, and I like having to figure all this out, and I pulled it off, man. I pulled it off, you know, and then for the crypto course, the technical difficulties didn't come out so well. And so I'm having to kind of, it was just sloppy, bro. And it was taking forever. I couldn't explain anything I really wanted to get into. I had to go at Polight's pace. And we only shot the first part of the course.
So long story short, Polight ended up scamming him and not giving that brother no money. I think he ended up giving him $500 off of the whole thing. You know what I mean? I want to get into this next little video. I'm not going to play all of it because this is going to be part of the part 3. But I am going to play about 20 to 30 minutes of this next video. I want y'all to be able to go in. You feel what I'm saying? I want y'all to be able to pay attention to what's going on in these opportunities. Man, Polight is scamming people. People is losing their life, stressing off of the scamming, and he's still around. You know what I mean? So let's get into the next little bit of video.
And so with that being,
let's get into the next little bit. And this is going to be going into part 3. Let's go.
With that being said, Brother Inky, I'm glad to have you on the platform. I would have hoped that we'd have came on a different occasion, like we're going to do in the future about the CMOS and Dr. Sebi. But now we got some business. We got some moss, because all moss ain't good. All moss ain't good. You're talking about, hey, man, you the doctor. You know, all moss ain't good. Some people sell fake CMOS out there. I seen a video you did on your channel about the fake CMOS with Ali Muhammad that time. Did I do that? Did I do that?
Oh shit! Hey, so wait a minute. Hold on. We're gonna timestamp this bitch at 14 minutes.
I didn't do that.
14 minutes to Harker went right into his bag immediately.
What I'm saying is,
bang, 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 bang.
So we got good moss and we got bad moss.
Correct.
So we got good YouTubers and we got bad YouTubers.
He's like a high level goofy nigga there. Like he's
not King Erna. Man, King Erna, my man.
I snatched his honor already. I snatched King Erna honor.
You didn't snatch King Erna honor.
I snatched his honor.
Ain't nobody snatching King Erna.
We're
gonna fast forward this up a little bit. I don't want to hear that. Let's get to
Polight from the old school days when he was coming up. Almost all.
Let's go back just a little bit. Hit the like button, y'all.
He was
before we get in here. This is traditional. Before we get into this, I want to see a fire emojis in the chat. Load the chat up with fire emojis. Just let me know y'all can see and hear everything loud and clear. For those that's new, make sure you hit the like button, the subscribe button, and share this on all your social media outlets. This is Surviving Polight Part 2. Part 3 will be tomorrow.
King Simon, don't you respond to Inky. Inky just playing.
Listen, it's a fact. The people got to put equal amount of pressure on King Simon. King Simon was there from day one.
Man, you know, I was on the Star Show last week. King Simon came on.
I really did thought that was Dennis Rodman, no bullshit.
On before me. And he said, the only wife I know
is Aminette and Raed.
Inky is a foreigner. Polight is a foreigner. They used to run together. So these are two foreigners doing what foreigners do, backstab and tell each other business. So I'm listening.
And that's wrong, because anybody that supported Polight from the old school days when he was coming up, almost all of the books, when you open the book up, the first page has Anuket, which is the third wife and mother of Renintet. Like almost all the books start with her face on it. So when you come on the radio and you go, I only know these two wives, and you forget that one, it's like, he could have forgot.
it could have been out of context, but it could also seem like you covering it up if that's the child that there's a previous situation with.
Well,
so for me, I found it very odd that King Simon would have, his memory got fuzzy right there.
Yeah, and I will say that I've seen footage of King Simon actually introducing Polight with
the 3 wives.
King Simon, my man, though. We ain't gonna talk about King Simon.
Hey, listen, King Simon got one of the sharpest memories out of anybody I know. King Simon damn near know half of America birthdays or by heart. So that's what fucked me up when I'm listening to the interview. I'm like,
hey, so brother, let's go back for a minute.
Okay,
let's go back for a minute because we can get to King Simon. I like King Simon though, but man, King Simon don't want no smoke, man. So let's go back. Let me get him out here. Tony Marciano, you gotta go. Somebody remove Tony Marcado. He said you're gonna talk Nikka. Somebody block him. Matter of fact, I'll do it. Trash planet. They aren't sending notifications out. I know my channel is shadow banned, so the grooming, etc., etc. But I want to start, Inky. When did you first meet Brother Polight?
I met Polight at an Ali Muhammad class. It was at
an Ali Muhammad?
Ali Muhammad class. And I had a book that I had written, and I had tried to get it published a few times, and the publisher was like, nah, it's too racy, it's too controversial. So I just kind of had it in the crib. I just kind of gave up on getting it pressed or printed. And one day, fast forward years later, I'm in class, in the Ali Muhammad class, National Black Theater, 125th Street. And Polight comes in, you know what I'm saying? And he's kicking some shit. And at the end of it, he goes, I print all my own books. So when he said I print my own books, immediately I beeline to him and was like, yo, I'm trying to get a book printed. What you charge? And I forgot what he said, maybe 500 or 600, some whatever number he said. I gave him half on the spot. And that was the beginning of
our Let me give a shout out to my guy, Mafia Lane in the building, Big Wolf in the building. Big Wolf, he understands everything that we're talking about here because he was with me when Polight came to Baltimore and when we both cut Polight off at the same time. Stand back to back and be ready, whatever. That's my guy. Big Wolf, everybody know Big Wolf on the chat. And from there, what happened?
Man, that was the beginning of the bullshit right there. I had to go to his house on a late night one night with a pistol and literally sit up in his crib like till 4 o'clock in the morning till this is after months of chasing him around. You know what I'm saying? I had to literally sit in the crib and wait till each one of the ladies came in and gave me some money to equal up to some of the money. And then he printed up a book right there on the spot. You know what I'm saying? So I only got one. He was supposed to print me like 1,000 copies or something like that. But I wound up getting a refund and one copy, a partial refund and one copy of my book. But what I got from that was I got to watch how he printed my book. And so I learned how to print my books that way. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, some real other shit, you know what I'm saying? We had to sit in the crib and wait till each one of the wives came home because they would go out and make the money. And he would, as each one of them came home, they're empty, like whatever, the 1s, the 5s, then the 10s to him. And then he'll put their monies together.
What do you mean by make the money? They had jobs or something?
Well, I think
working at the bookstore.
No, he said that they were selling flyers at that time.
Selling flyers?
Yeah, he said that they were selling flyers.
How do you sell flyers? Just curious. I need to talk to Polight. I want to sell flyers.
Well, I mean, he said that that's why, it was better for the ladies to do it or for him to do it while he was with the ladies. You know what I'm saying? But he was selling. That's what he told me. I didn't witness any flyer selling, but you know, I would see them come back at nighttime with, you know, a lot of money, like 1s and 5s and 10s.
Let me ask you this. Have you ever, where you from? Where you from in NYC?
The Bronx, 158th Street.
You're from the Bronx. And so he was in Brooklyn at the time.
He lived in Brooklyn, yeah.
During this time, he was in Brooklyn at the time.
Brooklyn, yeah.
Were you familiar with his history in Brooklyn?
What you mean his history?
Does he have a long history in Brooklyn, in his childhood, anything like that? Or that didn't concern you at the time?
Nah, that wasn't a thing. It was Brother Polight. I was down there. I went back and forth down there. We kind of built our relationship off of me trying to get him to print my book, and then him not printing it and not being on time. And then I'ma just, the way I am, I'ma just come pull, you know, I'm gonna pull up on you. Like, so once he started messing around with, you know, with the bread and the book printing, I start going to his crib, like, you know, so I could, you know, see and observe. And we start kicking it, and, you know, he was sharp. I saw the potential. I was a believer.
He mean the other flyers.
No. Listen, he did lectures. And his videos. No. But I just want to say for the record, it's videos of Polight saying that he used to sell flyers.
If a motherfucker can sell flyers, you know that he's a manipulator and a scammer. That nigga said he sell flyers.
Flyers back in the days. So I've never seen it.
That's a hell of a scam.
I was there to eyewitness, like, the women coming in the house one time after, you know, like they give him all the money, and then he put the money together. They come back separate though. Like, they go out wherever they at throughout the day, and at night they come back at the end of the night and bring him the money.
Yo, talk about side of the now trying to say he was bluffing. Oh yeah, we got that. We talked about that last night. We're gonna get into all that. So now, once y'all get the roll in, what was y'all relationship after the book thing? Did y'all was doing lectures together or anything like that?
I think we did one lecture together in Atlanta.
Did you in doing these lectures, did you
we did one.
You did one lecture together. Now, in the beginning, what year was this? This is the interview too, family.
This is, I don't know. We did it. It was a minute ago. Maybe 20. And we were sitting in the back of the class, oddly enough, and we was talking about how much scamming and shit Ali was doing. Only to find out, I guess, we was having the conversation from two different perspectives. You know what I'm saying? Because at the time, a lot of the guys that was in ISIS with Ali, they was getting arrested and, you know, all that fake paperwork shit. And, you know, we were sitting in the back of the class.
You know, him and Ali Muhammad beefing though, you know what I mean? So he just throwing a lot of heavy shots at Ali Muhammad, I see.
Yes, and we was talking like, man, you know, this organization would be good if Ali didn't come in here with all this fake paperwork bullshit he learned from Taj and them. So that was kind of the seed for creating another organization, you know what I'm saying, to replace it. But I wound up being like the first person to jump ship from the New Covenant shit, because it was like, soon as the shit started, he came right in with the very fucking same paperwork bullshit that Ali was running niggas down with. So I was like, yeah, I'm getting the fuck out of here. And at that point right there was the very first time niggas heard me go live and say Ali and Polight is scamming. The paperwork shit is fake.
So
and look, that was before YouTube. That was when niggas was still on Blog Talk heavy. That was when Nikki Love was rocking. Abundance Child was rocking. Red Pill and Blue Pill was like.
Shout out to Abundance Child. A lot of people might not know her, but it's one of the vegan restaurants that I go to down here where I stay. It's right down the road, right off the Delaware River. The sister Abundance Child's a good sister, man. She got a good vegan restaurant out there. So if y'all ever in the area, go check out the sister Abundance Child. All Aboriginal restaurant.
The legends back then, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's when Blog Talk was the thing before it was popping on YouTube.
So when you stop dealing with Polight concerning New Covenant.
Yeah, thumbs up the video, y'all. Thumb up the video. Don't cost a thing. It's free 99. Hit the thumbs up on the way in, you guys.
Did y'all still speak and deal with each other on other terms? or y'all kind of separated? Because a few years ago it seemed like y'all tried to reconcile.
Off and on, we it'd be like gaps where I don't speak to the nigga for it. Because I'd be super disappointed with him. You know what I'm saying? Like overall, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I just be super disappointed in the nigga. Like every opportunity where it looked like he getting ready to turn and straighten up, it just be like, nigga, you still looking fucking goofy out here, bro. And the people is just like super forgiving. And I'm like, yo, you need to try to straighten up and go on the straight and narrow before you do something you can't come back from. You know,
was he would you consider him to be a scammer from day one? But he could retain some information though, man. Amazingly.
No. If I thought he was a scammer from day one, I would have never been.
I'm talking about as you look back in retrospect.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, definitely. That's all he do. You know what I'm saying? Like,
who the fuck taking health tips from a nigga that look like Inky? Like, let's be real though. I mean, nobody's taking no health tips from an unhealthy looking ass dude.
Like it, but that's a hindsight kind of thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know, as you look at it now, like
yeah.
Because I've been studying this for a while, I'm looking at these old videos. And man, he's spitting things off, man. He's doing mathematics.
No, but
man.
look, even let me
sound crazy now.
Wait, look, but even those videos was a whole scam.
That's what I'm gonna talk to you about in a minute. I'm gonna get to that in a second. But what I'm saying, he was spitting all this off. He was wearing the clothes. I mean, but you know what I did notice in the midst of all that? I will always find a picture of Aminette scantily dressed.
Look like Beetle Man. If that was a character or something, we look like Beetle Man with them glasses, Fly Man or something.
It's peeked in there a little bit. So he would have on the African garbs, if you will, and I will flick through, and this is through my research. I will flick through, and then like, wow, hold up, this is the same era time. She got on a halter top, and he got on a unk with like a crown on. And so in my mind, I'm saying, hold up, this was them then. But no one really seen it then. When you look back now, were you able to see some of the things now that you wish you would have seen then? And can you describe it?
When you say now and then,
because now you look back and say,
or with the
character.
Oh, well, with the character, I honestly, like everybody else, I had people that was warning me from day one. You know what I'm saying? Like people from day one was like, yo, something is not right about that nigga. Now, I'm gonna be honest, I charged it to the normal differences that Bronx
He's a quirky guy.
Wait, no. Bronx and Brooklyn have like a thing. So a lot of times people from uptown, we don't really fuck with people from Brooklyn and vice versa. So when people initially started telling me about him, I kind of just charged it to the game like, they on some other shit. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't really let that bother me. You know what I'm saying? Like I still moved on. Like most people doing right now, they're finding a reason to continue to go ahead and fuck with Polight. Like even though the whole world is saying rapist, they're finding a reason in their mind to try to like justify, well, let's see if the girl let him on, or he's slick with, you know, his way of tapping into people's want, especially black folks, the want to work with a nigga, like the want to work with your brother, the want to help a positive movement. Like he taps into that.
Right. Do when you look back, do you see anything that jumps out to you that would say that, yeah, I can see that these charges could possibly, without the evidence, I mean, the evidence about the semen and all that now, that's damaging. But without all that, let's say if he was accused of being inappropriate with a child, as you look back, are you able to seriously say that, man, I witnessed this, and now that I think that didn't look too good?
Well, there was a time period where everybody that was around them, whether they was just a person that bought a ticket to a lecture, or whether they was like a promoter or part of the network, from Brother Rich, Black and Nobel, King Simon, Sonetta, everybody in the community was like complaining about. In fact, if you go back and watch some of his old videos, he would start off damn near every conversation with Sarnetta like, listen, the people want to attack my wife. They always going to say that my wives don't dress appropriately. And they saying that my wives ain't got enough clothes on and blah, blah, blah. It became such a, so that right there lets you know that everybody was complaining. And what was crazy about it was that after that book came out, In My Father's House, There Are Many Mansions, the babies start dressing like the mamas was dressing. So they had on the fishnet stockings and the high, you know, so in hindsight, now that this is going on, everybody that's around at that time is like, nigga, what? It's just too much. When you look at the video of him looking at a rape victim, first of all, you're talking, a lot of people don't know that video with Polight on the bench, sitting down talking to the light-skinned brother. That guy is actually somebody that Dr. York raped multiple times.
A guy?
Yeah, there's a guy, there's a video. I know you've seen the video where Polight is saying, I don't care if Dr. York raped the
Yeah, I got that.
That guy that he's sitting down talking to is a Dr. York rape victim.
Dr. York raped a guy?
The guy that Polight is sitting on the bench.
Stop that. Stop. We don't do this on this channel.
Bro, the guy that Polight is sitting down on the bench with, that he's telling, I don't care if Dr. York raped 1,000 children with DNA evidence, but that is a rape victim of Dr. York's. So to me, that's the most disturbing part of that video, is that you don't even have no remorse. You don't have no deceit. Like you're telling somebody that was literally raped multiple times by a predator, a self-admitted predator, right? Because we all saw the video where he pled guilty to 40 molestation. So he's a self-admitted child rapist. Polight said that he didn't care if he raped 1,000 kids with the DNA evidence. He would still worship him as his most high God and idol and blah, blah, blah.
That's what he said.
So, right. But so saying that alone is insane. But when you add in the fact that you literally telling somebody that was raped multiple times by Dr. York this, to me, that's the craziest. So at that moment right there, we all missed the damn boat, because when that video came out, that was a buzzing video. Like that video was buzzing. Everybody was talking about that video because it was super controversial. A, people hadn't seen a Dr. York victim really sit down like that and talk straight. And B, people were surprised in the motherfucker at listening to Polight say that even if he know that he's a pedophile, he's still with the shits. You know what I'm saying? So everybody kind of just like all of these red flags, people just let go.
Wow. Man.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm looking for it right now while you're talking, because I had it on file. But with that being said,
I'm gonna pause this video right here because we're gonna get into it in the part 3 tomorrow. We'll get into the rest of this lengthy bill. It's pretty dope. It goes into backstories, personal experiences with Polight, and I want y'all to gather up all the information you're getting about Polight. And when we get into this last one, we will have an open panel, and we're gonna have a discussion whether or not we or you thinks he's guilty based off his based off of your prior information knowing him. We're gonna see if whether or not he's guilty or whether or not you think he's guilty on these charges dealing with the molestation of a child, of a young melanated Aboriginal, quote unquote, Black American child. That's something that we're not going for. We got 411 people in the chat. Make sure y'all hit the like button. I would like everybody to go follow me on Instagram at big_Aboriginal_power. If you're not following me on Clubhouse, go follow me on Clubhouse at Copper Grizzly. That is Copper Grizzly, one word, on Clubhouse, right? So yeah, man, peace and love to everybody in the chat. Maybe I can do a quick open panel right quick. Maybe I'll do a quick open panel, give everybody a few seconds, a few minutes to speak their mind. If they don't mind, I'll drop it in the chat and give everybody 30 seconds to hit the link if they want to come on. We're back. We have a couple guests that's coming on. Let me say peace to King Cass, peace to the Empress of the Soul, and peace to King Asian Math. Peace.
Peace, peace.
Peace, peace.
Peace to King Cass, peace to the Empress of the Soul. To whoever that King Asian Math, turn whatever device you off. You listen to, you got bad feedback or replay, you can unmute your mic when you get that situated. Jaguar Omac, peace and blessings, brother.
Peace, man. Salute, bro. You already know, man. Hey, keep holding it down. You know, I see you keeping it well thorough with the info, man. I never heard of Buddy, man. Like I say,
Yeah,
man,
we conversated the other day, and you was like, keep it on the straight and narrow. Don't,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I got something for you. Trust me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just giving y'all the understandings from people, personal experience. You gathering up all the information you can to make your best judgment to whether or not you think or you don't have your opinions towards the case that he's dealing with now.
I know
yeah,
real quick, AP, when it comes to the gentleman, the video you played first, the brother Roots, I feel bad for him and his family. He
Absolutely.
left children here and all of that. I
Yes,
was
two
in the
children
chat.
and a wife.
Yes, that's horrible. It's disgusting, more than disgusting.
He
We
died
can't even say the
July.
word.
He died. I think he died July the 19th or the 21st, roughly
Very
around
recently.
2021 this year. So pray for him.
Man,
Or rest in peace, Crypto Roots.
rest in peace,
yeah,
brother.
right.
Definitely. I
And
wanted to just say, because
yeah,
certain people were maybe thinking I was criticizing by making points to certain things as he was going on. At first, I just had like 100% sympathy. As the video went on, brother, to be honest, as he kept saying, "Oh, I did this. I seen what he was doing, and I kept giving him money." My thinking is, well, wait a minute. You knew what was going on, brother. I have sympathy for him. Yes, I understand he might have been a little weak-minded or what have you, but we need to be stronger people. I mean, I have sympathy for the family that was left and disregard
I
all that
mean,
money that he took and
I
stuff.
do. I do too, and I understand exactly where you're coming from. But then I understand how mighty thy word is over the sword. It's mightier than a sword, you know. And what they mean by that is manipulation, persuasion, uh, and understanding someone needs, like was just said, and focusing on that can be done, and we see it done all over the globe. We see it done on a global level with indoctrination. We see it done within curriculums in school. So it's done every day. He does it to the point where he does it for his own beneficial gain with no remorse. And yeah, man, it's just sad that people like that makes other people that look bad, like ourselves, that's really here for the people, that's really
Yeah,
willing to do work, and doesn't have a shiesty scamming bone in their body. People like Polight make it hard for us to get a movement going and get people involved because of these certain things. You know,
right. It puts a taint on the
somebody
morality
said,
of
"I
the
love Brother
community.
Polight. Get that guy out the chat, you guys. Get him out of here."
what?
Definitely.
Yo, man, this like it's been y'all know it's been like a mass movement to kind of like go after brothers and the conscious community. You know what I'm saying? Whether what angle you go at, we already got this enemy that's on the outside coming in, targeting all the black organizations, whether you're Aboriginal, whether you
But
Hebrew, whether you know what I'm saying, and
no, I
then
do.
for cat to go in and do this shit like what I'm saying, what Polight is doing. I never was a Polight fan ever, period, point blank. You know what I'm saying? Because I can see it. But then when you do shit, you know what I'm saying? Because they already going at us. They already, oh yeah, them the conscious brothers and all them niggas and all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? They ain't right and da da da. It's already the divide between us and our sisters. Plus, you know what I'm saying? The feds on our tail every day. We don't know who a fed out here fucking with us in the Asian and stuff like that. Then you go on and do that shit. You know what I'm saying? Causes further divide in all the communities because all the cats like you and other people, we out here trying to put this knowledge out. People giving us a side eye, like, oh, look at these people, da 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 da. We know what it is, you know what I'm saying? But brothers already having a hard enough time out here, and you out here doing this goofy shit, man. You know what I'm saying? And for the people that
Right.
follow it, I never trusted that. I never was a Polight fan, so I never trusted.
Nah, he was never one of my fans neither, especially when you pay attention to some of the words that he used. They might emphasize a lot of these words was made up words. They didn't even exist. He was just saying shit that sound good.
Brother, I
So
think it's more so people looking at the people as stars, just like how they look at football players, actors. I think the
which I
brother got more so
which I can
caught up,
understand that.
you
Which I can
know?
understand that these people get just as many views as some celebrities that we see, D-list, whether A-list or B-list. These people around the world, people admire them. They got books out. They doing shows. People really look up to these people, and I know that because I've literally met people in the community, and I've been around, and people act like that towards me, and I tell them straight up, listen, I'm just a regular guy. Don't not do that with me. You understand me? Don't do that. You understand me? So at the end of the day, we all, we treat these people like they're more special than you. And at the end of the day, you guys in the chat, you guys on the panel is just as special as any one of us YouTube personalities or any celebrity that's out there. We're just as special. You know what I'm saying, man? And when we come together and understand that we can't get no more special than that. You understand me?
Yo, look, AP man, when I see you, bro, you gotta sign my hairdress and my moccasins, bro. You my hero, man. You feel what I'm saying?
I know I'm your hero, man. Listen, it's all good. When I get this painting done of me in this Renaissance classical art, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I want you to put it on your wall, man. It's gonna have copper trimming around that motherfucker too. So you'll like it.
You know, let me ask, what did Polight really do? Like everybody was going to him about these different things, like the guy was talking about the crypto and all that. Like
Well,
how much was
they
Polight? What the
was
fuck was
paying
he
him
doing?
for a tutoring process, and you seen him with Meta World Peace tutoring him. You seen him with Daylight. You seen him with rappers like B Dot. You seen him with
It's even with Floyd.
Mayweather. You seen him with certain people. So they was trying to get the same package, and what he did was scam little people. The lady that we showed yesterday for 500. This brother for 150. The other brother that he met up with, that Polight scam for 50,000. So it's just they paying for shit and not getting anything in return. They're paying for product or particular goods and they're not getting anything. They're getting a bad situation. So he even scammed Young Pharaoh. You know what I mean? Because they was in the
Oh, he scammed
community.
Young Pharaoh?
Yeah,
Wow.
Young Pharaoh sued him and everything. But it's
Well,
that's not the first time though. So what I'm saying is there's a lot of scammers in the community. There's a lot of people that overlook these scams because they formulate their own hood Ponzi's, like Sinetta. He's kind of overlooking the whole situation, but of
What
him being a scammer. But I guess
to do?
that's more or less dealing with the situation he's dealing with now with child molestation, which I'm not really wanting to get into that till after we get into the third video, which we're gonna get into that here in a second tomorrow. So
hey,
y'all be
let
ready
me
for
say,
surviving.
bro.
Y'all be ready for Surviving Polight Part 3 tomorrow. Y'all be here tomorrow, same time.
Peace and
Word.
love, brother. Y'all have a good one. I'm out. And yeah, y'all hit that like button on the way out. With all this information, this need to be a popular video. Everybody can see this because he need to be done. He need to be totally washed out, just like he washed up. It's a wrap for his dumb ass.
Yeah, it's a wrap for Polight blend from everywhere, man. We cannot. I'm not even gonna get into the case he's dealing with now. I don't want to get into that right now. I want to say that for tomorrow. What do you say, big brother Jaguar?
Nah, I was just saying, man, like you say, I mean, Sonetta, I done heard him say himself, man, plenty of times. Like he'll vouch for anybody and stay loyal to anybody that support him or donate for him. You know what I'm saying? And when you got somebody like that that's willing to try to, you know what I'm saying, he ain't really never gave nothing to nobody. What he trying to do now? They say now he trying to, host another debate. Like, come on, man. Like, let's get real with all this, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't trying to come at that man. Yeah, he done a lot of work, but I mean, sometimes you put yourself under the bus with stuff you already say. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just sometimes you is guilty by association when you excuse things just because somebody's funding you. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, man. Sometimes you gotta learn to stay away from the wrong people. You know.
Nah, you really do, man. And I'm just bringing awareness to it, man. So you really can't deny a lot of this facts that's been brought out, man. Like I said, I'm really giving you a condensed version of Polight, about a 10, 11 years worth of history, condensed in 3 videos. So y'all just bear with me. with everything, man. But yeah, tomorrow's gonna be a knee slapper. It's gonna be a good one tomorrow. So y'all make sure y'all tune in. It's part 3, Surviving Polight. So yeah, man. Guess we about to get ready to get out of here. I don't want to hold the video up too much. Appreciate everybody for tapping in. Make sure y'all go follow me. Like I said, we got 333. I want all 333 of y'all to go over there and follow me on Instagram at big_Aboriginal_power. And I want y'all to go follow me on Clubhouse right now. Download it. We've been turning up over there with Clubhouse. Great conversations. Good information coming out is dope. Go download Clubhouse and go follow me at Copper Grizzly, all Big Aboriginal Power. You can add Copper Grizzly on Clubhouse. So yeah, man, go follow me. It's lit. It's a movie. It's going down. With that being said, peace to the American Aborigines. Make sure y'all be safe, stay aware, stay vigilant, and stay dangerous. This is your brother Aboriginal Power.